Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are starting a new health unit, making decisions about drugs, keeping me safe and healthy. Now, our learning intention. We are learning to describe how contextual factors are interrelated and how they influence health, safety, well-being, and participation in physical activity. Now, what does that mean? Well, I have here highlighted some words that we can change to better understand our learning intention. So it describes how contextual. Contextual means environmental or social influences. So, and then factors means influences, and then interrelated means connected, and how they influence or impact health. So let's read that again using our words that are a bit easier to understand. So we are learning to describe how environmental influences are connected and how they impact health, safety, well-being, and participation in physical activity. Our success criteria will be I can identify what is a drug, identify drugs and non-drugs, identify drugs that can be helpful or harmful, and identify that drugs have more than one use. So, for the beginning of our unit, we want to see what you know about medicines and drugs. So, on the Padlet link, by clicking on the Padlet word, please answer some of the following questions about drugs. You can include as many answers to this as possible. You don't have to answer all of them. You might just pick one or two that you want to answer. So, question one, what is a drug? You might list some examples. Question two, what are some helpful and harmful drugs? So you could put down some helpful ones and some harmful drugs. And question three, can all drugs be harmful? Why or why not? And then question four, how can drugs impact the human body? So you don't have to answer all of them, just maybe just a couple of sentences or maybe one or two. You can answer all of them if you want. We just want to get an idea of how much you know about this unit. And here are some pictures down the bottom to give you some ideas about what drugs we might be looking at and if you can involve them or include them in your answer. So, a definition of a drug. A drug is any substance which, when taken into the body, alters its function physically or psychologically, excluding food, water, and oxygen. So, what that means is a drug is anything that changes how we feel or changes how we are thinking psychologically, excluding food, water, and oxygen. So that doesn't mean a drug is an apple because we feel full after it. No. It means that anything outside of things that keep us alive that we take, does it change how we feel and how we think? If so, it's a drug. Okay, after watching this short clip, we want you to complete the activity on helpful and harmful drugs that you'll find in your seesaw activity. There is a video to watch on that activity, so make sure you watch it to understand the activity. Okay. Caffeine. Using this information sheet, write 5 very important points about caffeine. Your points can include what is caffeine? What type of products contain caffeine? What are the reasons behind consuming caffeine? The impacts of caffeine on the human body, and things to consider before having caffeine. So all the answers to these types of questions can be found in here. But if you just want to maybe change some of these dot points and put it into your own words into your Google Doc, that would be considered a very important point. So read through that, gain some knowledge and some very important points, and then write those in your health Google Doc. And I can't wait to see all your amazing, very important points. So good luck.